Today I have the world's biggest piece of crap in my hands. So you're gonna see in my flight vid I actually got to fly this, but it doesn't fly very good. This is called the LYZRC L100. Now I'll tell you guys a little bit about it, but I highly suggest you don't buy it. It needs a lot of work yet. It does fly, as you'll see in my video, but doesn't fly very well, and it tries to fly away on you. Saying that, I mean it flies off without any inputs on the transmitter whatsoever. So we have a weight of 280 grams, control distance of 1200 meters. Your Wi-Fi image transmission will go up to 1 kilometer. We have a level 5 wind resistance. The brushless motors here are 1506, 1700 kilovolt. We have a flight time on the battery of between 23 to 26 minutes. It supports an SD card up to 256 gigabytes. Video resolution is 2560 by 1440, and same with the photo. It takes video in MP4, photos in JPEG format. Now the sensor, guys, it's unbelievable because it doesn't look as great as what they're saying. It says it's a 2/3 inch CMOS sensor with 20 million pixels and an aperture of f2.8. It also has a digital zoom 2.7K at 3 times. The drone battery, which is here, the battery is 7.7 volt, 1800 milliamp. Now the Banggood website says, I believe it says it's 1900 milliamp, but it isn't. It's 1800. It's a 25C battery. And the battery in the transmitter is 3.7 volt at 600 milliamp. So yeah, guys, the test flight I've got to do with this today, it's either that the drone doesn't like cold weather, or it's just an absolute pile of garbage, because it was trying to fly away on its own without any inputs on the transmitter at all. I would have to put inputs in the transmitter to correct the drone and fly it where I wanted it to fly. It didn't want to take off of the first 4 or 5 commands on the app. I even tried unlocking the motors with sticks down and out, which that works, but pushing up on the stick when you unlock the motors, it will not take off. I had to use the command on the app, the takeoff command, and like I said, it wouldn't do it the first 3 or 4 or 5 times. After trying and trying to attempt to take off, it finally did it. But like I say, it's very untrustable, and we only had 10-mile-an-hour winds today, guys, and this thing really couldn't fight it. It couldn't fight that amount of wind. So I'm going to tell you guys not to buy this. Now, more may come out on the market. If these guys can fix the firmware in this, and it should be able to be done, guys, because within the app it will let you update the firmware. I'm just scared to do it myself because it's a budget drone and we don't know if those firmwares are going to work or not. It could be like the old K60 Pro I had, where the app did the same thing. It would let you update the firmware, and when you did update the firmware, the camera would never work again. It would never connect to Wi-Fi and give you an image. That's what I'm scared of with this. If I go and do their firmware update, am I going to lose camera? Is the drone not going to work at all anymore? Another thing, when I got this, guys, my postal service kind of crunched the package again. I will show you this. Okay, guys, so I'm going to show you that when I received this, the postal service must have put something very heavy on it, because here's the top layer, and you can see the indent where the transmitter sat. Look at the shape of the top layer of foam. Now the case itself You can see it was crunched in here. That's where the transmitter sat. This was pushed down about yay, right to about there. And where the drone sat, this was all crunched in on this corner. So there was a lot of weight on this parcel. And I'm even surprised that it worked at all. Now, I have contacted Banggood about this, and hopefully they're going to give me a refund, at least a partial refund even. I would accept half of the money back and keep the drone. It doesn't fly correctly, guys, so it's certainly not worth the price that I paid, which was $230 some odd dollars. Now, if they want to give me back half of the money, I will certainly keep it and do some more testing with it. Maybe try that firmware update. But if they don't want to give me any kind of a refund, guys, I think I'm just going to return the drone, ship it back, and then get my full refund, because it's just certainly not worth the money. Actually, this was $250 some dollars. I ended up getting a few more dollars off because I had some Banggood bucks in my account, and I used those towards this drone, so I ended up getting it for $237, I think it was. But even still, it's not worth that. This drone is not worth $137. The plastic actually feels half decent though, guys. It has like sort of like a rubbery feeling to it. It's like the plastic has a coating over it. I'm not sure if they done that because it was really cheap plastic. Possibly, that's my guess, is that the plastic was that cheap that it would be so brittle that they decided to rubberize it. That's about it, guys. That's my take on this drone. So we will catch you guys over in the field, and you can see what this thing flies like. Today I'm over my local ball field, and I finally got this LYZRC L100, and we are going to check this out today. Card needs to be formatted. Okay, how do we format the card? I'm not even sure here, guys. It doesn't tell you anything like that in the manual. So let's try and see here. Okay, there we go. Format. Card is now formatted. We are going to do our calibrations here. So you hit the P button on the transmitter, and it tells you to pick the drone up and give it a spin. So you spin 3 times. Okay, didn't even get 3. You turn the nose up, spin it again. You hear a confirmation off of the transmitter. So we should be ready to go. Let's try and record from the transmitter here. We are now recording. Hopefully it's going to the SD card. To unlock the motors is sticks down and out. There we go. You can see the drone powering up ready, and let's get her up in the air. Slide to takeoff. What is going on? Not sure, guys. Spin the motors up. Wow, that gimbal was going crazy. Doesn't want to take off. Okay, so right off of the bat, I'm going to tell you guys that when I received this yesterday, the parcel was kind of crushed, so I'm not surprised that it's not going to fly. I have already contacted Banggood. But I'm not sure, guys, why it won't take off. There we go. Let's get it up a little. Wow, this thing is wonky. Pushing forward. It's in high mode. Okay, there we go. I can tell you guys, it's not an easy flyer. It's trying to wander off all on its own here. I'm holding back on the stick and the drone is going forward. I'm not even touching nothing and the drone is flying forward here. Okay, so let's I can see this thing crashing. It's not a great flyer, guys. Now it's starting to hover on its own here. The camera looks good, but I just had this thing in high mode and it was trying to fly around all by itself. I just stuck it into low speed setting and now it's kind of settling down, but it's a little wonky. I guess they don't like the cold. I don't know. I'm not even pushing forward. The drone is flying forward on its own here. So yeah, it's not a trustable drone, guys. And it's not a cheap drone either. I believe it was $257. I got a few dollars off because I had some Banggood bucks. But no, this isn't this is not ready to be played around with and flown. So it's pretty shaky, and like I say, it's trying to fly around on by itself here without any commands. I'm not putting any commands in. The drone is drifting sideways. I have 7 satellites. I've done my calibrations. Let's get that gimbal down a little here. That's up. Okay, let's go the other way. There, you guys can see me in the view now. So I can't really say I'm going to recommend this drone, guys. It needs a lot of work. There is an update for firmware, but I don't know if you can do it. It could be like the K60 Pro. Once you try and upgrade the firmware, it might, you know, frig up the camera on the drone like it done on that one. This thing is trying to fly off here, guys. I gotta land it. Come on, get down. It doesn't even want to land. There we go. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's stop recording. Okay, guys, I'm going to spin you guys around this way, show you where it landed. It tried to take off on me because it was in low setting. So a little bit of breeze here today. It's not even high wind. It's only roughly 10 mile an hour wind. So we're going to have to wait for a nice calm day, and I don't know, guys, I might even ship this thing back. For what it cost me, it's not worth it. The drone is certainly not ready yet. It needs a ton of work. I'm thinking that they just pretty much slapped this together and got it out the door. You know, firmware's not the greatest. If anybody's seen Captain Drone's review or Circle the Drone or anyone else that has this thing, it's just not ready yet, guys. I mean, the camera looks good. It's 2.7K. You guys will see what I've recorded with it. It's just it's really wonky flying it. You're not going to have fun flying this, guys. You're going to be on edge with nerves trying to fly this, worrying if it's going to take off or crash or whatnot. But I don't know, we'll see. I'm really thinking on sending this back and get my money back, because it's not worth $200 and some for this drone. It is the first budget Bi-Copter, but no, guys, it's just not there yet. So with that being said, if you're new to our channel, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, make sure those notifications are on, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace out.